Jesus tells us we are the salt of the earth. But as we grow in knowledge, his words begin to carry more and more meaning. So, what exactly is salt? And why would Jesus choose something so ordinary to describe something so sacred? Maybe because salt is not ordinary at all. The paradox of salt. Salt is made from two elements that absolutely should not go together. Not peacefully, not safely, not at all. Salt exists because God delights in irony and transformation. Sodium, the violent element. Sodium is soft, silvery, and deceptively harmless until it touches water. The moment sodium hits moisture, it explodes, igniting into fire and gas. It's so reactive it has to be stored under oil just to keep it from burning the air itself. Sodium represents instability, volatility, impulse, the parts of us that ignite too easily and burn too quickly. Chlorine, the suffocating poison. Chlorine is the opposite kind of danger. A yellow-green gas, toxic enough to corrode lungs and metal. It was used as a chemical weapon in World War I. Chlorine represents toxicity, the kind that chokes, poisons, and tears down. Bitterness, resentment, shame, fear, the things in us that suffocate life. The great irony. Sodium and chlorine should form disaster. One explosive, one poisonous. Together, they should create destruction. But God writes a different equation. When God binds them, they become salt. When sodium and chlorine are joined, they don't explode. They don't poison. They don't destroy. Instead, they surrender their old identities. They exchange electrons. They form a perfect, balanced crystal lattice, calm, stable, life-sustaining. They become sodium chloride, salt. The explosive becomes edible. The toxic becomes purifying. The volatile becomes stabilizing. Two elements that cannot be safely held on their own become harmless, even healing, when bound together under God's design. This is what God does with us. Salt is the gospel in miniature. What was reactive in you, your impulses, your anger, your wounds, he binds into peace. What was toxic in you, your trauma, your sin, your shame, he transforms into purity. In Christ, your instability becomes strength. Your past becomes testimony. Your wounds become healing for others. Your bitterness becomes sweetness. Your volatility becomes influence. This is not self-improvement. This is divine chemistry. The stability of salt is the signature of God. Salt's crystal lattice is one of the most stable structures in the natural world. It resists heat. It resists rot. It resists corruption. It is the perfect symbol of an incorruptible covenant established by an incorruptible God. You are salt because his nature is in you. You are stable because his spirit is in you. You are incorruptible because his covenant holds you. The silent miracle. If sodium were less reactive or chlorine less toxic, salt wouldn't exist. Life wouldn't exist. Your body wouldn't function. Your blood wouldn't flow. Your nerves wouldn't fire. Your cells wouldn't survive. Creation is built on a chemical contradiction that only works because God holds it together. Salt is the physical evidence of a spiritual truth. God makes peace out of pieces. God makes stability out of chaos. God makes covenant out of contradiction. God makes beauty out of brokenness.